y'all, and welcome back to my garden. So today is a very special day because today I have my dad here with me, Ray, and we are celebrating his birthday, and we thought it would be a great day to do a collaboration video together. So he has a YouTube channel, so I will make sure to link that in the description down below. And he is going to be walking through my cottage garden, and I have a couple of things that I want to show him, and I need to get his ideas on something else. So I can't wait to show you the cottage garden, Dad, and I can't wait to show you our video today. All right, let's go. All right, Dad, so this is my new cottage garden. So what do you think about it from the time that you saw it? I guess last time you were here was in November, so what do you think?
Oh, it's a real change. You have planted so much, you got rid of the rock. The rock is gone. I think it was supposed to be lava rock or something, but this looks so much better than it was. And then you've added so many plants.
Have you ever seen this type of plant before, this white one here?
Never.
I hadn't either.
Really.
So this is an angel wing Senosio. So this one here, it likes more of like drier weather, so when our climate, so I don't water it as much.
Okay.
But yeah, so I never saw that one before, but I went shopping with my friend Kim with Backyard Blooms by Kim, and she pointed that one out, and so we got that one.
I like how well these, what are these here?
So those are heuchera.
Hickory?
Heuchera.
Heuchera. Yeah, they're doing real well. I've seen one real big pretty one back over here.
Yeah, I'll go slowly and show you guys.
Over here, that really pretty back
that is
over
pretty.
there. The stuff that's
so we wintered over the chrysanthemum. Yeah.
Chrysanthemums. Yeah.
And then you wanted me to save you some of those foxglove seeds,
yes.
right?
Yeah,
okay.
I definitely need some of those. That'd look good on the farm.
Yeah.
It'll go along with my verbena.
Yeah,
I've got lots of verbena.
You do. So I want to show you through here. You remember when we lived in Newbern and we had cleome and it was like everywhere in our backyard?
Oh yeah.
So this one here is a new one. It's one that's bred not to have all the thorns on it, and it doesn't self-seed. So it's a Senorita Rosalita is the name of that one.
Okay. I see you have the arborvitaes.
Yeah, those are called tall guys. So those were actually invented, that species, at the University of Georgia, where you're all from. Okay. So they're supposed to be disease resistant, and they have one central leader, so they don't, you know how the old arborvitae would split off?
Oh yeah. You have the global. I remember having some global arborvitae.
Well, when you get bad weather, a lot of times you'd have a branch to break, so these are supposed to be better about that.
Now what is this here?
So this is an ornamental oregano. So if you can kind of rub your hand on it, it'll smell, but it flowers.
Oh yeah.
It's beautiful, isn't it? The dogs come by and they actually sniff it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I wanted you to help me with is I've got these 3 roses here. So these are a bush type rose.
Okay.
So this is a pink one. This is the Alnwick rose. And this is the, what is the name of that one? It's the Lady of Shalott. That's kind of a orangey color. But this one here is a Claire Austin, and it's a climber.
This is a climber?
This is a climber. So what do you think we can do for this? Because you see how vigorously it's already growing.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Why don't we make one of those things like it's out in Texas that looks like an oil derrick.
Ah.
You know, like an oil derrick. They're kind of triangular, and they, you can make them up real high.
Kind of like an obelisk?
Yeah. Kind of like an obelisk.
Okay.
I couldn't think of the word, but I know in Texas, when we used to go through Tyler, Texas, they'd have the old wooden oil derrick. So we could do something like that. And
so
that would look good.
So my dad has a sawmill, and his channel is about, on YouTube, is about his farm, Cedar Lake Farm, and it's also about him building a cabin. But then with that is a sawmill. So what type of wood do you think is going to be good for an obelisk that's going to be outside?
Cedar.
Cedar.
Yeah, cedar is it's very good wood to withstand the outdoor environment. It turns a beautiful gray after it ages, and it has the ability to stand up under the weather. It'll stay there for a long time.
All right.
The only thing I've seen that you have to watch out is the carpenter bees. They will have a tendency to want to tunnel in it sometimes.
Yeah, we do have carpenter bees around here.
So.
Well, let's go over here to our little chop saw and see what you brought for me.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's head over here to the chop saw and we're going to show you some beautiful wood. All right, guys, so we're going to head over here to our bunny barn, and my dad helped us build this bunny barn. I guess it'll be 2 years in November. Yeah. 2 years in November, because they usually come and see us in May for Mother's Day and my dad's birthday. And this year it fell on the same day. And then they come and see us in November for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we brought some wood from off our sawmill up here, and we did 2 different patterns. We did a lap siding, or anyway, we did, well, really 3 patterns. We did the lap siding here, then we did the kind of what do they call
Cedar
that?
shakes.
Yeah, the shake siding here, and then we did board and batten over here, which really board and batten, what's so nice about it, I brought 1x12s, and so you can really cover a lot of area with board and batten, and it's so forgiving. Board and batten's really forgiving, because when you put up your board and batten on a sawmill, everything is not exactly precise like you do in more custom lumber that you pay for. And so when you put up your strips, as long as you make your strips real pretty and put them level, it covers up a world of mistakes.
Yeah, let's take a look at it. That does look really good.
Yeah. So,
all right, let's take a look here at the wood that you brought.
Okay. Yeah, I brought out some red aromatic cedar, and if you can see it here, these are I think they're 1.5 inches by 1 3/4, and so they're oh, they smell so good. They smell so good. So I think our pattern probably calling for something about 7 foot. That's what it's calling for. So I've got about 12 pieces here, and so we should be able to possibly make 2 for sure.
Okay.
I don't know. I know we can make 1.
So we're going to be using the pattern that Janey used on her channel from Dig, Plant, Water, Repeat. And so we still have to get the cap for the top and the little finial on the top, but that's what we're going to be using as our guide. So I'll link her video down below if y'all want to watch her video, because she does a really good job of explaining it.
Yesterday I came out and brought out the chop saw, and I re-watched her video, and she was telling us 7 and 7 basically. So we're going to use a 7 degree here on the chop saw. You can see the 7 degree here on the chop saw, and you can see here I set it to 7 degree right here. So this will be our main post, and I'll pick this up where you can see it a little better. And
yeah,
so
you
we
can see
got
how
it,
this is.
yeah, we got it 7 and 7. So what she was saying is we would keep it on the same side, and we would cut these at 7 foot long. So I think I pre-cut one just to give us a pattern. So I got this one. This one's really a 1/4 inch less than 7. So
Okay.
it's not really that much different than what her pattern was.
So we're going to cut one end, or both ends, or just one end?
You cut both ends.
Both ends, okay.
You cut both ends. So we'll go ahead and cut another one.
So this one's already been cut.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
what we'll do is we'll take and true up an end. Being that sawmill lumber, a lot of times you'll need to true up everything.
Yeah.
On the end. So this has got a little off here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll set this out this way. And let me look at, see which way I had it there. Had it this way. So we're going to cut off this little part right here.
This little part right there? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's give me a chance here.
All right, guys.
Set up.
Cover up your ears. Here it goes.
Here we go. Loud noise. Slack here.
Ooh, it already smells good.
So we'll go out through here and we'll take and we'll put it on the long point. The long point will be on the bottom, I think.
Right here?
Yeah. See, it's longer on one side than it is the other.
I think it might be longer on this side.
Okay, whichever way the long point.
Okay,
is.
this will be the long side.
Yeah. I can't see from here. Though. You can see the angle.
So we got it right here, and then he's going to measure it out over there on that side. That's what's nice to have two people, right?
Yep, that's nice to have two people. If you don't have a, extension on your saw, it's real nice to have two people or either two sawhorses.
Yeah, another set of sawhorses.
Yeah.
I don't have as much stuff as my dad has. He has everything at his house.
Okay, I got it ready. Let's see. Let me back up a little bit and get that just centered. And so we're doing the 7 and 7 again. So I'll cut it right on the mark. So we got 2. We're going to have 4 of these. And we're going to repeat that each time.
All right, guys, so we're going to do this a couple more times, and then we'll show you when we've got it done.
Anyway, we got 4 of the post cut for the obelisk.
It's going to be like, yeah, the obelisk.
Yeah,
this is going to be the legs.
Yeah, this is going to be the legs of the obelisk. We cut them at 7 foot on the length. We did a double 7-degree angle that will make them have the bottoms be more square to the ground, and also up here on the top they'll be more square where we can put our block of wood up on top.
Okay, so what's our next step?
We've got to have 3, I would call them bands. 3 bands that we got to make. One's 22 inches. We're going to cut them on a 45-degree angle. That way they will make a square.
It almost looks like a little box, doesn't it?
Right, it does look like or a band.
Yeah, like a little band.
Like if you were putting a band on a barrel. And so we're going to make 3. One of them will be 22 inches. The next one will be 18 inches. And the last one will be 12.
Okay.
And if you think about it, let's go back to the oil derrick. They look like the old oil derricks out in Texas.
They do.
So anyway, so I'm going to get some of the wood here that, we had some of the wood that you can see, because I was cutting raw logs, this is the raw part of cedar right here. But we got plenty of good wood out through here to cut some of the 22-inch stuff and the 12-inch stuff.
That'd be awesome.
So try to... Because it takes a lot of material.
It does. So just
more material.
Use everything that we have.
I'm gonna reset the miter saw, and I'm going to go to 45 here. If you look here, and if most people who don't know miter saws and stuff, they have a notch here.
Okay.
When you come out to 45, if you listen real careful.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it slipped into the notch. Then what you do to keep it from moving, you tighten it down.
Lock it in place.
Right. And then what I'm fixing to do is I'm going to go back and take this 7-degree out. And I'm going to bring it back to 0 here. Right there is the 0.
It tilts this whole blade back up.
Right. Tilts my blade back up. Now I'll be making a constant 45.
Okay, and so we're gonna do the big one first, the 22.
Yeah, we're gonna do the 22 first.
Okay.
And then because you can't make the long boards, you can make the long boards short, but you can't make the short boards long.
Yeah, we want to get all the long ones out first.
Yeah, exactly right.
Especially since you're working with pieces that you're just working around.
Right.
All right, guys, so we're going to get these cut and we'll show you what we've done.
Yep, you can't make them twice. So what we're going to do, and this is definitely the long side there.
Yes, this is the long side. When he says long side, that's the short side.
Yeah. And so we're going to go to 22 right there. And then we're going to take our saw and we've got to change our angle completely around to 45 again.
Because we're doing the other end of it.
The other side. Is it on the...
It's on the fence, yes. This is the fence.
Yeah, what you can do is turn this one over and then keep doing this pattern here.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
because
perfect.
It's already cut. It's already got 45 there.
Okay, guys, so we're going to do this like a whole bunch of more times. So we'll be right back and we'll show you what we've done.
So we've got our four 18s, 4 12s. And what we're going to do is, since we've stopped using the saw, I'm going to set the saw back off and make me a table here for us to be able to use. So first thing I'm going to do is unplug it. Then we'll lock the saw down here, lock the blade down, and then we'll slide it. Let's see. I'll lock the lock down here, and then let's slide it to 0.
These are very nice little saws, and you can usually find good sales on them near Father's Day.
Yeah.
That's usually when we buy our tools. Look how pretty that sawdust is, Daddy.
Oh, yeah.
It almost looks purple.
So we got our 12s.
Oh, look how cute it is. It looks like a little picture frame.
Yes, ma'am. Now, cedar is real pretty right after you cut it. It's real, real pretty. But if you want to continue to keep that color, you have to seal it. You have to seal it after you get it cut. This one you can see right there the difference in the color.
Oh, yeah. Can you pull that out one more time?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
It's like a rosy red.
Right. And this is, like I said, this is the aromatic cedar.
But it'll age to gray.
Right. It'll
Okay.
age to gray.
Okay.
To a gray color. So what I did, I went ahead and I equipped myself with one thing I need to get you to see if you got. Do you have any wood glue?
I can check. I
Okay.
think I might have some.
Go see if you got some wood glue before we get started.
Okay, sounds good. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, so I got some glue, Daddy, but all I could find was the Gorilla Glue.
Okay.
So we're just going to work with that.
And it's construction glue.
Okay.
Okay. One of the most important things you got to do is you got to pre-drill anything that you're going to put screws in that's any size at all. You're going to have to pre-drill. So I went ahead and got me a wood drill bit. I'm going to pull this over to the edge of the table where it'll be kind of like on the edge.
Do you need to use that square, or are you okay doing it without the square?
I think, I don't know, we might can use the square. We could put it on it and see if I'm going to have a problem with it moving on there. Okay.
Normally you would use a Craig jig at home, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I do the Craig jig. This is something, this is right here. It is our Owen. I don't know if this is made for that or not.
I've never used it before.
I have never used this type either. So I'm just not going to worry about it.
You don't want to try to figure out something new.
Okay. Okay. Let me get some glue.
One thing we always like to do is we'll set up one drill with our drill bit, and then we'll set up another drill with our
Impact driver.
Impact driver, yeah. So that way you won't have to keep changing your bits back and forth.
Right. Yeah.
I'm glad that wasn't dried up.
Yeah, that's one thing I like about having multiple batteries on the same kind of drill sets. Where you can, I'm going to put that up on the table so I don't get on anybody.
Yeah, because the battery ends up being the most expensive part of the tool.
Yeah, and it ends up being the most expensive part to keep up. This big building project, I have actually broken 2 drills.
Oh my goodness.
During this building project.
So guys, these drill bit, I mean these what do you call those? Yeah. I want to say screws,
okay.
nuts, screws.
Yeah, screws.
They're probably a little long, but that's all I had.
Yeah, they are. They're the power bit, Power Pro anyway, and
I think they were left over from the bunny barn.
And this is the kind of head I like.
I do too.
It fits so well. It's so much better than the Phillips, the old Phillips type. So we're going to put screws in all these corners.
In all the corners,
right,
and glue, and then we'll get back and show you what all we've done.
Right.
Hey, Miss Winnie, did you come to see what we were doing? Winnie. Say, I have to come see what Papa's. Do you smell the cedar? Smells good, doesn't it? She's on a trail of something. Uh-oh, she had to go take a little potty. Thank you, Winnie. We're pottying right where we're walking at.
Yeah, when you think of when I think of Obelisk, I always think of stone.
I do too.
Yeah. Like they have over in Egypt. And
I think I would normally, if I didn't know the name of like Obelisk or Tutor, I think I would just call it a trellis.
Trellis?
Yeah, if I hadn't heard of the other words before, I think I would just call it a trellis.
It just looks like like I said, a floor derrick.
It does.
And you've got to pre-drill this stuff. Cedar's so bad about cracking.
If you don't, you'll be so sad.
Yeah, and this is going to be a challenge here, this last piece.
You maybe have to loosen up the last screw.
I might have to loosen it up a little bit.
Whoop.
Wrong drill. The last 2. And a lot of that's got to do with the way I drill the hole in. So that'll be fine.
Puts a lot of pressure on it.
And the screw tends to follow the grain of the wood. That's something that you really have to watch out with using a nail gun. Is the screw follows the grain of the wood, and you'll be nailing here, hit the grain, it'll come up out here.
Oh yeah, and hit you on the finger. Oh, that got smoky.
Yep, a little bit hot. Winifred. Let's not forget the glue.
Okay.
Okay.
It's looking good.
Number 2. That's our 22-incher.
That's a big one, isn't it?
Just to let you know, this is a 12-incher.
Okay.
Okay. This is the 22-incher. And then the last one we're putting together is an 18-incher.
Okay.
So we're doing real good. We're putting it together pretty fast. make sure and pre-drill.
Always have to pre-drill.
You'll have a piece of cracked cedar because cedar's real. It's real resilient, but it's real brittle.
We'll also put in the description down below, we'll put down the cuts of wood that we use, the size. So if you want to build one, I think any mother would love to get one of these for Mother's Day.
To go in the garden. I'm glad we got such good weather.
But you know, this would be pretty too, like if you had a muscadine vine that you wanted to grow, you could put your muscadine up it. Or
what's the ones they put on the on mailboxes?
Oh, like a clematis?
Clematis. Oh, can you imagine?
That would be pretty.
Up it? Yeah, it would really be pretty if you put a clematis on. And so
yeah, so these are very helpful.
Morning glory.
Oh yeah, morning glories.
Morning glory would be good.
I grew some morning glory in New Jersey.
Yeah. Morning glory can be a pest or it can be a beautiful flower. It's considered both. We got to slide it back this way. The table's running out on me. So. We could have used, I think these are 3-inch screws. Yeah, 3s. We could have used 2.5.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Just don't overscrew it.
Yeah.
All you can do, you can barely. Otherwise, what you need to do, if you wanted your screws to be completely flush, you'd need to countersink them. Take a countersink bit. I really don't have one here with me.
Yeah, I don't think we have one either.
Either way, so. But that way you could make them flush. But these are supposed to be deck. I think they're outside deck screws. So
I think we bought those for when we were working on the bunny barn.
Yeah. So anyway, we're working real good here.
Getting a little glue, but you know, with the longer screws though, we do get a lot of wind. Like this area got hit by Hurricane, was it Florence in 2018, really bad, and so we are just right off the White Oak River, and so it does get a lot of wind. So it'll be good to be extra sturdy, which I might need to think about maybe securing it to the ground.
Yeah. Yeah, we could go to one of my hobbies is metal detecting.
Yeah.
And you can go to the beach, and if you're worried about tent stakes, go to the beach. You can find them when you're metal detecting. I'll come back with a pocket full of
tent stakes.
Yeah. That and little trucks.
Little trucks.
Yeah, little trucks. And a few pennies and nickels and dimes. And sometimes you'll find a bobby dazzler. Can I show him my bobby dazzler? Yeah, you can show him.
Okay, do you want to tell the story about it?
Well, yeah, okay. My wife and I, we had a auction at our church raising money for a family. And so me and this other couple, we bought into the auction. It was they was auctioning off 3 days in Panama City at a condo. So we went together and bought it. Well, we were down there. It happened to be Valentine's Day, and I'd already found one wedding band, and so I was really looking, and I had my wife there, and I had a good signal. I mean, it was a perfect signal, and I said, "Yes," I might have something here, and I reached down with my little scoop and shook the sand out, and that ring was in there. And my wife thought I had planted it. She thought I had planted it, but I had not. I actually found it. So that's probably one of the best rings I've found. I've found a lot of rings, but that's the best one.
And it fit my finger perfectly.
Yeah, and so my daughter talked my wife out of it.
Yep. Mama wouldn't wear it anyway.
No, she don't like jewelry that much. But she's afraid she'll lose it like somebody else lost that one.
Yep.
So anyway, but
Thank you for giving it to me.
yeah, you're welcome. It was better than sitting in the safe.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody say, ta-da!
Ta-da! We're finished.
We're through with the little brackets. So anyway, so we got that far. We got to figure out how we're going to set this thing up now.
I think that's the hard part. Even when we were watching Janey on her video, just holding it up. Yeah. I think we're going to have some extra hands.
Yeah, we might. Well, for one thing, let's kind of pre-plan and get it kind of halfway set and maybe do some marks, and then we'll go back and put it together.
Yeah,
okay?
sounds like a plan.
Okay then.
So we decided to get a bungee cord to put them together up at the top, and then we're marking it from the bottom 16 inches up. So we actually did have to take a little break. We went on a little trolley tour of New Bern, so I will put a little picture of that in the video so you can see it. So this is our next step. It's so exciting.
And I agree with you, Hardy.
So we do the big one first.
Yeah, and that's going to come 16 inches. There's that fur again.
That's from the bunny barn.
I don't know where the fur is coming from.
From the bunny barn.
There you go, Hardy. Bring it in some more.
Right there.
Okay.
I'm
I'm going to go ahead and get one set.
Sure.
I'm going to get one set.
Hope you don't hit that screw.
And I think it is.
Our screws are super long.
We missed it that time.
Or you love that smoke.
Okay. I can't reach all this stuff. Thank you, Hardy. Okay, let's rotate it. I think we just rotate it and now keep the old man sitting down on the ground. Okay. Right there. Just slide it down like Hardy said.
Until it
Slide down
stops.
Until it stops. I guess. Right, Hardy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have it squared pretty well already.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Now Mama has joined us. Hi, Mama. Happy
Hey,
Mother's Day.
Thank you. I've had a wonderful Mother's Day.
19 inches.
Yeah, I told him we had to take a little break to go to New Bern to go and visit. And we got us a little Pepsi Cola.
Go ahead and drop it on.
Drop it on.
Look, got some
You might have sawdust.
There we go. Now it's coming down. Now it's coming down.
I was just trying to get it
Yeah, I
twisted.
know it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Carry
Yeah,
this.
okay. Because it's not level on the bottom and you can't level anything. Keep from stepping on it and pop it out all over the ground. Got one here. Shoot. Switch it off
Yes, sir. Right there. Sir.
there. Good.
Yes, sir.
Right, but it's brittle.
He knew exactly which one. Look how pretty. Looks so good. You think the Claire Austin's gonna like it?
Claire Austin's gonna like that. You might want to put you some little stakes in the ground to keep it from blowing over.
Yeah, because we do get some bad winds.
So.